So remember, at stage 4, when you're looking at proving information, you get really patchy information because most remedies are not proved until stage 4. And stage 4 information doesn't come up in regular provings. It either comes from clinical information, from the patient and cured aspects at that deeper source level, or you get it from idiosyncratic provers who are very sensitive to the remedies, and they create some of the most unique symptoms. So we're looking at unique symptoms of these remedies. Let's see how we get it from there. So I'm going to change some settings here in my advanced options now, and I'm going to use remedy count. We just need exactly 1 because we want unique rubrics with the Matridonals in them, and then we want the rubric size as 1, which means we want only those rubrics which have 1 Matridonal, but it is a unique symptom of that Matridonal. We have no other remedy in the Materia Medica, in the entire thousands and thousands of remedies we have. We do not want any other remedy in that rubric. Those are the rubrics I'm looking for. Let's analyze. And there we have it. Now remember, you will get information of only remedies which are well proven here. And look at that. You have placenta. There's a lot of anger towards animals, towards women, and placenta is a very angry remedy. Placenta and umbilical cord, these are 2 of the remedies in Matridonals which have the most intense frustration, irritation, and anger. Then if you go below, you see incarnation anxiety about lac maternum. That's very interesting. And then if you go further down, body parts, 2 steps behind self is lac maternum. Now lac maternum, interestingly, is a very interesting remedy because there is a division of self. There are 2 aspects to them, whether they are a mother or whether they are the baby. And they can have both states coming up together, as we saw in our patient in the journey to motherhood, that she showed a very strong lac maternum state during her pregnancy in the first trimester when she felt she wanted to be babied. All her life, she was her mother's mother, and then suddenly during pregnancy, she wanted to be the baby. And so there was this split there, and she had miscarriages where body parts, but there was a dream of butterflies disintegrating inside her mouth, and those were her lost babies, right? That's what spiritually she thought of. So a lot of aspects about body parts divided or body parts disintegrating come up a lot in lac maternum. Love animals for baby animals, again lac maternum. But lac humanum, lamenting relationships about a human. Look at placenta. Placenta reproaches mother, reproaches oneself. Others are reproached when. Reverence those around him for, teachers for, lac humanum. Pain, headache. Rocking back and forth ameliorates lac maternum. Pain, headache. Bending head backwards ameliorates is lac maternum. So you saw in stage 2, you have pain, headache. Headache pain comes up strongly in the Matridonals. But if you have the specific rubric of rocking back and forth, this is a very interesting stage 4 rubric. It's a peculiar rubric of lac maternum. And if you're differentiating the headaches of lac maternum and lac humanum, you can see humanum has a more duller headache. Lac maternum has a more cutting, darting, stabbing, very intense headache. But in humanum as well, it's better by washing with hot water or bathing with hot water, which you don't see in lac maternum. So subtle things, and you can differentiate the headaches of 2 Matridonals, which are very close here, help you differentiate which one would you like to give. Again, within the face, can you see that? If you have more of crusts and dryness of the throat, better by cold, you have lac maternum. It has a much more stronger action on the throat. No other Matridonal has it. But lac humanum, look at that. It has eruptions on the face, menses ameliorate, which means if you have acne before menses or any form of rash before menses, you have lac humanum. But if you have seborrhea of the nose, you have folliculinum. When you have a neck sprain, lac humanum has the most specific action on neck sprain. Any form of nodules in the breast after weaning, mastitis, lac humanum is a near specific here. Pain in the back during ovulation, folliculinum is a specific. And then, as I was speaking before, of any parts, body parts disintegrating, falling off, mutilating, all is lac maternum. And this was exactly what our patient had. Cooperation and sharing. She wanted to live in a commune. She wanted to have a community around her, which she found in New Zealand. And that was lac maternum. So lac maternum matched her at stage 4. And that's why it helped her dramatically well when she was, losing it in that first trimester, when she was having that severe vertigo and nausea and, the stiffness coming up her legs, similar to what had happened in the previous pregnancies when she lost them in the first trimester, or rather the second trimester. And then we have some of very interesting food desires and cravings. Water desire for during headache is lac humanum. Cola desire is placenta. Fruits desire during headache is lac maternum. So yes, there are a handful of remedies well proved at stage 4, but if you have these, then you have the confirming symptom to make or break that stage 4 prescription. When you've understood that patient at all 4 stages, sometimes when you take that patient to stage 4, they can name the source, they can name the remedy because they are so close. For example, in our patient, when we came to progesterone, which was her deep baseline remedy at stage 4, she resonated with the Maori woman, the primordial core matridonial instinct of being the mother and being the elder and having that matriarchal state of being the strong, empowered woman. She was the Maori woman. That's what she was seeking. That was energetically she was going to during her pregnancy. That was progesterone for us. And progesterone is not well proved, but this is based on clinical information of working with cases that you understand where it's coming from. So you see, as you start learning new cases and as you start understanding more and more about the sources and you start integrating remedies and understanding of those remedies from both the provings from the clinical work as well as the cases, and then finally the source information, integrate it all to find the best information and best integrated amalgamated distilled information about that remedy. And that's how you evolve. That's how your remedy understanding enriches and you go to the next level with that. And when you're matching remedy at stage 4, remember the patient at this stage can name the source and can own the source, right? And then you can confirm if it's a well-proved remedy. Obviously, the proving information will help you understand some unique symptoms of the remedy, and there you have it, just like the way we confirm lac maternum based on the community aspect in that woman and based on this whole experience of being the baby and the mother at the same time. Plus, we also had the patient confirm at stage 2 where there was vertigo and nausea, which is a unique aspect in lac maternum as well. So you confirm it at stage 4, stage 3, stage 2 and stage 1, because progesterone at stage 1 in our case was lack of progesterone and you have premature membrane rupture, and that's exactly what she had. So progesterone supported her at stage 1 to stage 4. Lac maternum supported her at stage 2, 3 and 4. So all these remedies, if you can know at different stages, you increase the accuracy of your prescriptions and you can support your patient in so many different ways and with such confidence. And because you're basing your information on, both sides, both thoughts and both processes in all 4 stages, you are not going to go wrong. There are no pitfalls. If you only base your understanding on only thematic understanding without looking at the provings, it's a half-baked information, right? You could be up in the clouds but lose your grounding. And at the same time, if you just focus on proving information, you're losing some vital material there, which can help you get much more deeper understanding of a remedy, because you are missing out that information at the kingdom and the source level and at the energetic level, which could be gold to get that grounding, to get the potential of that remedy for that patient. So make sure that you use information at all 4 stages, you integrate that, and that's how you get the best of your Materia Medica. That's how we get the best of whatever we have right now collected cohesively as a community, and we move from here. So hope that helps. So next time I would love to first, let me know what you would like in my upcoming blogs, what other information or what questions you would like addressed in the future blogs. But I'm also going to take this one step further. We're going to now differentiate Matridonals with the remedies from other sister remedies to Matridonals from plants and animals and minerals, because that's important. That's what we're looking at, so that we get the entire spectrum of these remedies and these sphere of action, these affinities, and make sure we never miss them for our patient. All right. Thank you very much. Look forward to your questions.